I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, Donald Trump did more things today. For one thing, he traveled to North Dakota to talk tax reform. And by talk tax reform, I mean ramble incoherently until they turned his mic off. Trump started by addressing local issues like North Dakota's current drought.
But you have a pretty serious drought. I just said to the governor, I didn't know you had droughts this far north. Guess what? You have them.
They know. Also, I didn't know this far north you had a South Dakota. Guess what? You have one. Doesn't make any sense. It's north, but it's south at the same time. I don't get it. And Trump compared North Dakota's current drought to what Houston's going through right now.
I know you have a little bit of a drought. They had the opposite, believe me. You're better off. You are better off. They had the absolute opposite.
I'm gonna guess that one was off script. Look, don't tell them I told you this, but those people in Houston are screwed, okay? They had the absolute opposite of a drought. The opposite. I'm forgetting the word for it. I'm gonna go with big wet. They've got a big wet down there. There's no one who's not insulted. Then he got to the heat of the meat, the reason he was there. He laid out his tax plan.
Here are my 4 basic principles for tax reform. First, we need a tax code that is simple, fair, and easy to understand. Second, we will cut taxes for middle-class families. Third, we need a tax code that restores our competitive edge.
Fourth, I'm never releasing my tax returns, ever. Okay. Trump also talked about the importance of manufacturing labels.
All around the world will be lined once again with products proudly bearing the words, Made in the USA. What do you like better? Ready? Made in America? Made in the USA. What do you like? You like Made in the USA? Seems to be. We should pick one or the other, probably.
Yeah, we should definitely pick one, and then the Electoral College can pick the other. I think that's how it works. I think that's how it works now. He seems to think the president's job is to pick the labels that go on products. You like Made in the USA better? Great. I'll have my factory in China crank out a bunch of those. Okay, my ties, her shoes, the labels. And Trump also referenced a recent conversation he had with a foreign leader.
I spoke to a leader of a major country recently. Big country. They say our country is very big. It's hard to grow. Well, believe me, this country is very big.
I'm not going to tell you which country it was, but it rhymes with Braustralia. And fun fact, I'm lying. I didn't talk to anybody. And if you're worried that Donald Trump doesn't have a real plan for the economy, that's fair.
My administration strongly rejects this offshoring model, and we've embraced a new model. It's called the American model. Very simple, the American model.
I'm not surprised. He's known for embracing American models. Doesn't even ask, just grabs them. But that's an oldie but a goodie. That's an oldie but a baddie. But by far the most awkward moment, and for Trump, that's a pretty high bar, was when he brought up Ivanka.
Sometimes they'll say, you know, he can't be that bad a guy. Look at Ivanka. Now, come on up, honey. She's so good. She wanted to make the trip. She said, Dad, can I go with you? She actually said, Daddy, can I go with you? I like that, right? Daddy, can I go with you? I said, yes, you can.
Not weird at all. All of Trump's advisors call him Daddy. Sean Spicer was actually the one who started it. As Trump so sensitively mentioned, Texas is still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, and they will be for years. Meanwhile, another hurricane, Irma, is bearing down on Florida. It is the largest Atlantic hurricane ever recorded. Experts say it's the size of France. Hey, this is America. We measure things in Delawares. How many Delawares is France? Do we know? How many Delawares is France? It's right. 10?
Yes.
It's 10. 10 Delawares.
10 Delawares.
That's frightening. One France, I can handle one France. 10 Delawares, getting the hell out of here. So Irma is a frightening and intense storm. But don't worry, President Trump is tweeting at it. Watching hurricane closely, my team, which has done and is doing such a good job in Texas, is already in Florida. No rest for the weary. That's a really oddly casual way to describe exhausted first responders racing to save lives. It reminds me of FDR's Pearl Harbor speech.
The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. But that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, he took it with a lot of aplomb. He took it easily. Yeah, he was very big about it. Now, please do not forget to tune in next Tuesday for the Hand in Hand benefit airing on all the major networks. It's raising money for all of those affected by both Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma. I will be there on the show, working the phones. Give me a call. Ask me what I'm wearing.